Oh, he was being towed, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Okay, I'm going to do a PTC, mate. I'm going to do a PTC. Just tell me if I'm in shot, because I can't really see. I can't see the monitor. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Happy Sunday and welcome to London Heathrow. 80 years, believe it or not. A long, I wouldn't say checkered past, but a very interesting past. We are standing right here on a spot where in March 1946, believe it or not, yes, March 1946, there was a Lancastrian, a converted Lancaster bomber sitting right here. Well, sorry, not sitting here, not this day, but let's just grab this 777. That first flight on the Lancastrian all the way to Buenos Aires, it took 15 days, folks. How crazy is that? 15 bleeding days. I think it was just about 1946 that the local, that Heathrow was the local village, and the local council sort of like took over the airfield, which was ex-RAF airfield. It was used during the war, I believe, but of course back then, long before, I sounded a bit like a Dalek then, long before the jet age took off. And of course, since then we've had all sorts of stuff. A long history of London Heathrow. Think of all the classic aeroplanes that they've seen here, that maybe some of you guys have seen here over the years as well, of course. I think it was quite early on that they opened the Queen's building. Mind you, the Queen did return here, didn't she, Her Majesty? Look, we've got the old JetBlue shower curtain in. Of course, back then I was still in the later stages of the flying boat era. God blimey, that was an early rotate. Only doing about 125 knots. Fair play to you, mate. Quite blustery wind. It seems to be blowing straight in our faces down the runway. Probably at 27, I'd imagine. 127 or something like that. Something like that. But yeah. And then of course, back then, I think the first today was the opening of passenger services in terms of regular operations with operators at London Heathrow. 31st of May 1946. How about that, eh? I think the first year was sort of like 60,000 passengers. And what are we doing now? Like 80 million or something like that a year. Crazy numbers. Big hub and spoke operation here at London Heathrow. It doesn't mean that they fix bicycles, by the way, so don't be phoning them up and see if they can fix your warped wheel for you. From your rally chopper. American. Of course, back then, it was like the early age. DC-3 was operational. DC-7 as well. And Jilly's going to run some pictures for you, folks. Some early pictures from back then. Yeah, got some beautiful pictures of that Lancastrian. Of course, powered by 4 Merlin engines. An aircraft that did us proud during the war. See what we've got here. That kind of looks Air Canada-ish to me. Air Canada Dreamliner, perhaps. See how she naturally has that inbuilt upsweep from the wing box out to the engines. And then the rest of the wing obviously follows that contour. Yeah, there's the Lancastrian, and of course Air India first operations into to London Airport. It was, as it was called at the very beginning. They later operated the Constellation as well, of course. An aircraft that my father flew as well. And that over there that you're looking at is, atop of there would have been the original Queen's building. A very popular space for people to come and visit with the family. The upper deck, there were shops and all sorts of things going on up there. Of course, the first official London airport, I believe, was in Croydon. Where I think that Lancastrian was operated by BOAC. At least it had some BOAC branding around it. And then, of course, right where we're standing now, believe it or not, there would have been tents, fabric marquee tents, which were the terminals. So tent 1, tent 2, tent 3, tent 4, tent 5. I don't know if the tent 5 had a satellite tent. And they had walk boards as well, which they laid on the ground for people to avoid the mud. So you'd think of back then, a lot of the sort of like popular destinations were like Cairo, Addis Ababa, Lagos, Sinnar, Singapore, of course. Singapore massively long haul as well for days back then, so multiple refueling. Of course, don't forget, John Travolta flew his own 707 into London Heathrow. You got a picture actually. Should be one. Hold on a minute. Yeah, John Travolta waving the Union Jack, as it was known then, or as we have to call it, the Union flag now, don't we? The 747 era. What's that, GP? Sorry, mate, can't bloody hear you. You can speak up if you want to, I don't mind. Yeah. Okay, my dad was flying Skyways of London on the Constellation, and then later with British Eagle on the Britannias. I actually flew with him once on one of the Britannias. And then when the jet age kicked in, he was on the DC-8 freighters. My old man was a freight dog. Oh, interesting. Digital David saying that it's a Union Jack when it's on a boat. Okay, interesting. What's that, GP? Unfortunately, that wind is blowing the noise away from us, which is a great shame. You kind of want a southwesterly, don't you? At the moment, it's a direct headwind, ideal for these jets. Air's a little bit thicker. Look how far aviation has advanced over those 80 years, man. Stretch those wings. Welcome aboard this 787-9. Going to be flying you all the way there. 39,000 feet. They don't speak like that, do they, the Canadians? They're okay and all that. A lot more, less sort of like aggressive talkers, aren't they, the Canadians? Ginny. That's just like that jacket, please. Black. That sounds a bit fairy-ish. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on, mate. God damn it. Sorry, folks. There we go. There we go. I know it sounds crazy, but I just can't stand. 'Cause I'm leaving you tomorrow. Right, there we go. Squidell 71 also confirming there. Union Jack when it's flown on a boat. LX2259. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 1:41 here in the United Kingdom. People just polishing up their Sunday lunch. Hope you ate all your greens, kids. Because trust me, later on in life, you're gonna love the taste of Brussels sprouts and swede and stuff like that. Even a bit of cabbage with butter on it. Yeah. These things are going up very, very quick. Crazy when you look at the largest aircraft back then. Look at a Sunderland flying boat. This thing would dwarf it right now. There's no guarantee there for the parents, by the way, regarding Brussels sprouts. Aaron Thomas remembers the old T1. Yeah, of course, that was it there, wasn't it? It's still there. Remnants of it. In fact, some check-in at T2, some check-in areas at T2. Oh, listen to that. Nice. That's a CF6 engine, isn't it? Yeah. Good old CEO jet. Probably be a freighter one day. Crews walking that out. Locking pin is inserted into the front undercarriage. Oh, here we go, look. intersect. Fire it up. About 4,000 feet. Look at that. How efficient is that? It's an old aeroplane, but still delivering efficiency. What's that lady's name, Julie? That nice American lady who came up and said hello? KW Green, wasn't it? Mrs. Green, good afternoon to you, and thank you for coming and saying hello. A few people have come and said hello. What was that kid's name, Julie? Do we know his name? His dad said what his name was. What's that? Riley. There we go. Blimey-O is his middle name, I think. No. Riley, yeah. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah, so quite an interesting history of Air India's. I think the first flight was from Bombay, wasn't it? I think that was using. They had constellations, didn't they? Air India. Was it the Strato Cruiser or something like that? That a lot of operators. That's when they started using travelling great distances. And now look at this uber modern aircraft. Components, carbon, titaniums. Ultra light, ultra strong, ultra efficient engines. 7 has completed its pushback procedure. Oh, here comes that lovely old 330, look. I don't know if our man from Dubjet Aviation, Paul, is watching. Thanks, mate. We managed to get hold of the hood for the monitor. Works perfectly. Using it right now. You're a star for giving us that information. Is that an old 200 there? It's an old 200, isn't it? I think. just missed that 764, wasn't it? Alarm activator. I love flying something like that. Mind you, maybe a little bit of gritted teeth with those old engines. Good, strong, reliable aeroplane. The Boeing 767. Yeah, interesting that Cathay Pacific have topped up their A350 freighter orders. I wasn't aware that I was under the impression that the cargo loading had been tested on the 350 freighter, and that the door was installed, but apparently it's not yet. I believe that's being manufactured by Spirit Aerosystems. Margaret Burnett, good afternoon. There's Andy Fishlock, who's gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Andy. Received your message with yeah, brilliant, mate. Thanks for your for going out, taking all that time to do those wonderful little what do you call them, Jelly? You what? Sound bites. Yeah, brilliant, mate. Nicely done. Yeah, we'll try and incorporate those at some point, whether it involves doing an edit of some sort and overlaying it. We'll have to see. But thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. Luna Deluxe. Heathrow has expanded exponentially throughout the years, hasn't it, in terms of its operational capacity. International, yeah, I can hear you. Oh, is there? Okay, let me just. I'm going to shout a few people out here. Bob Chalvoy, $80. Happy anniversary to Heathrow, gateway to the world. Absolutely. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you, Bob. And then we've got I Am Jazz gifting 10 memberships. Thanks. Thanks, Jazz. Because you are Jazz after all. And you gotta get funky. 339, that big bladed wingtip. Just someone out of a vehicle. Sam Nicholson. Not feeling good today. Sorry to hear that, Sam. Tony Rivers. Can you imagine flying on an aeroplane all the way back in 1946, taking 15 days to get to your destination? It's more like a sea voyage, isn't it? It's insane, man. Guess I had to stay overnight in a lot of places. Aircraft needed maintenance back then, didn't they? Lancaster. Heathrow Arrow. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're well. Having a good weekend. Old shower curtain, or what do you call it? The game where you have to all the dots on the floor and you have to sort of like still remnants of the old taxiway and hard standing where that Lancastrian would have departed from. Where we are right here or hereabouts is where the tents were erected for the passengers, the first official terminals. Yeah, when you're taxiing around Heathrow, there is, in fact, right here you can see the concrete through there. wonder if this is the same windbreaker that Mr. Chernoff purchased. Possibly. Stefberg, remember, was flying out of T4. Even if flying with BA, you were going long haul on 747s. You were flying as, yeah. Seen quite a lot of archive footage. Hodgie and the likes, people like that have got quite a lot of archive footage from back in those days. Didn't they park Concorde up over there as well at some point? Long before T5 and all that. Okay. About £85,000 of thrust being kicked out by these Trent 900 engines, each £85,000, something like that, depending on the takeoff settings, of course. Sounds like she's sending it. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect flying conditions, man. That strong headwind. Going to rotate about now. There we go. Just the slightest little pull back. Bit of back pressure on the side stick from the pilot. Perfect rotation. Gear now going up, and autopilot 1 set, possibly 1 and 2, I don't know, but hearing that Lufthansa are stopping about 20 odd international routes, is it? Yo! Hello! Have you got stickers for them, Jelly? They can hang around till after the show. Hiya! So many lessons learned from the A380 program when they developed the 350. Airbus will always say that they were grateful for lessons that they learnt with the A380 in terms of efficiency, wing efficiency. Of course, a completely different wing setup on the 350, and of course engines as well. Of course, back in the day, in the early days of the jet era, it would have been a thing to behold being here right now. The 707s screaming out down the runway, DC-8s, old 747s, VC-10s. Wasn't the Avro Anson a passenger aircraft? Was the Avro Anson? I don't know. I think that might have been a military aircraft. AV Row, of course, continuing on after the success of their Lancaster. Steve Jeff, enjoying the show. Hello, Steve. Hello to everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Could be old Scotty Biman there in the right-hand seat of that 350. Sam Brown, 747 gifting 5 channel memberships. Sam, thanks. Gary Pitt saying hello to everybody worldwide. Oh, there were civilian Ansons, Steve Vincent saying. Thanks. Yeah, the Afro Anson, of course. And then Handley Page as well was a very successful. And Vickers, of course. I think it was Vickers that built the Wellington bomber. And of course the VC-10 was a Vickers aircraft. Final checks and flight tests done not far from here at Wisley, RAF Wisley as it was back in the old days. I think it was RAF Wisley. But yeah, runways still there. They haven't chopped it up. Old VOR station still active there as well. It's quite interesting. There's actually one here as well. Aiden M94, any idea why BA5 has been holding beside T5 for 35 minutes? Interesting, so she's been on radar for some time, has she? What, this one, I don't know if that's BA5. What, No, he flew the Britannia with British Eagle. Did my dad. Me old man. Excuse me, I've just got to put this weight, this counterweight on. Terry True's love. Is that Terry Truss love? Possibly. Trinity 72 GP. Claire. Loving the sound and film, Jerry. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Claire. That's very kind of you. To hell with you. Some of these small jets going up very, very quick. Like V numbers somewhere around about the late 120s, early 30s. Not so for this big old boy. Who did you say? Michael Kitt, Julie? Michael K. Aer Lingus is also 90 years old. They're celebrating this year or this week? Wow. Is that you in there, Scotty? In these conditions, these jets, aren't they? Oh, it really is clouding over now, isn't it? I think we've got any rain due, have we, Julie? Just have a look on radar, would you? Glint 350, Michael K. David Jones, I remember seeing British Eagle Britannias at Liverpool Speak Airport in the 60s doing trooper flights to British forces in Germany. Their party trick was to reverse themselves out of their parking bay. That actually happened quite often with the old 727s and the BAC 111s back in the day, didn't they? God knows what damage that would do to an engine potentially, but also to any equipment around the aircraft as well, around the parking bay. But yeah, you're right, they did used to do that. I wasn't aware that the old props did that. See, that's a lovely question. I would have loved to ask my old man if I ever had the chance. So, did you ever back out of your parking bay using your engines? Yes, of course I'll buy it. Sounds brilliant. Okay, James Dayton saying the 350 freighter door manufactured in Spain. Really? I was led to believe that it was a Spirit Aerosystems component, because it is primarily carbon, isn't it? Not fitted yet, apparently. I thought they had carried out tests. It's great when you meet up with people who were lucky enough to be here in the 80s and 90s to witness all the... here's an Aer Lingus jet. 90 years old, wow. They should be doing a... well, they have got a retro, haven't they? Have they now? Right, this is BA350 day. Big lanky undercarriage up. Gotta love the sound of the winders on the flap mechanisms. I think it was a Strato liner, wasn't it? The first Air India from Bombay, wasn't it? Look at this. Gary Pitt has gifted 55 memberships. Thank you, Gary. 5, sorry. You said 55, I could have sworn you said 55. 5? Doesn't matter, thank you, mate. Thank you, Gary. Old Smoky Joe. Burning a lot of oil, isn't it, eh? I feel a sneeze coming on. Old, that 767, wow. G-Bind 426, £5 super chat. Great viewing, been gardening this morning, now sitting back watching the action with my dad. Well, hello to the Bonds. You lucky guys, being able to do gardening. That's something that I used to love at my old house. I had a very, very active some beautiful flowers that I used to garden. What do you call it? Garden. Blimey, O'Reilly, another P0330. Got the whole fleet going out, haven't we? Oh, it's here. Yeah, that's not good, that's not good. I used to I was a really keen, is it horticulturalist? Is that right? Somebody who does a lot of gardening. Yeah. Got breeding artificial turf now, haven't I? All I've got is my pond. I've got my little pond in the garden. Did I cut you off, Jelly? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Francis Thwaite has gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Francis. No, wait. Yes. Wait. It says they're connected. I can hear you perfectly, Jelly. Transaero Portugal. They all scream past those older CEOs, didn't they? Scandinavian. Dave has now got his captaincy with SAS. Maybe he has. Certainly deserves it. Great pilot. Lovely fella and all. I would imagine that he's a lovely bloke to fly with as well. Expecting this wind, were we, actually? Lovely set of rollers on alert. That one up. Coming your way, Canada. Oh yeah, there's a good looking 350. Always look a little bit grubby, didn't they? The fuselage on those Yana jets. The old Harlequins. Always remember the hull on the 350, on the 380 always looks a little bit on the grubby side, didn't it? Yo, Kennedy. Good afternoon to you. Somerset Barbie. Yeah, giving a shout out to Taparay there. Yeah, thank you, Taparay. Always thank you for your for feeding us with information about the aircraft's destination and where they're coming from as well. Taparay is our own, very own live flight tracker. Stagtastic. We're talking about the 787 gear doors, yeah, main gear doors opening, something we discussed on the show the other day, a feature on the 787-9 and I'm guessing the 10 as well, not on the 8 though, where the gear doors will, I think once the weight on wheels sensors sense that I think they are activated by sensors, which as soon as the wheels have left the ground, the gear doors will automatically open. And this is all prior to the gear lever being thrown up, as in raising the gear by the pilots. Positive rate, might be able to see it on this line. Literally, as the aircraft lifts off the ground, you'll see the undercarriage doors should open almost immediately. They'll be opening about now. Well, that was quite late, wasn't it? So they're saying now, the FAA are saying certification for the 777-9 should come in 2027. That's what they're saying, isn't it? The Federal Aviation Authority in the United States saying that they expect certification to be granted to the 777-9 in 2027. $15 billion in delay fees on the 777-9 program, and of course then each aircraft has to go through modification processes before they are delivered to the final customer, or to the customer. Unmute it. How do you unmute it then? Oh, is it? Is it? Okay, sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I got you. There you go. These guys have just announced 20 odd international routes cancelled from Frankfurt and Munich. One of the largest European operators, aren't they, Lufthansa? Or European-based operators. The old Star Alliance 330. Yeah. Air Canada. So they're changing their frequency. I think that's Tower, isn't it? They'll be contacting the Tower now. Tower will then give them their departure instructions. 16 minutes to arrivals. Wow. I think one of the first arrivals would actually be the Alaska 787, wouldn't it? Or thereabouts. Certainly at the front end. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And I believe that the A380 engines are angulated differently. Outboards, number 1, number 4, a slightly different pitch. Although you would imagine that the ideal pitch angle for an engine would want to be absolutely level. Of course, the angle of attack during flight is always nose up, but that would then send those engines further upwards, wouldn't it? Absolutely critical on an aircraft design where the engine is positioned on the wing and at what angle. The pylon is a very important piece of engineering. What's that, GP? On the chat? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. With BA. I need to find that comment. Watch how quick this Swiss jet goes up. A220, little A350. Vinny saying needs to go on a 380 one day. Yeah, it's a great experience, got to be honest. Rotate. Yeah. Good company to fly with, good, happy, friendly company to fly with. Oh, Swiss. And now, look at that wing run. These things, 380s with Emirates, estimated to be still in operation into the 2040s. Whether it's going to take that long for the 777-9 program to be topped up is a bit of a mystery, isn't it? About now, there it is. Yes, an impressive sight seeing the 380 bank. You can see those engines almost look level, don't they? with the nose pitch angle. Yeah. She's getting up there now. What's that, into the 300 knot range, something like that? Thanks, Avro. Bob, thank you. Appreciate the supporting comments. Mr. Chalvoy. So what's Alaska done a loop in the Lambourne, has it? Oh wow. Mr. Flying Mike, captain on the Virgin 787 going to LAX, was my flight examiner yesterday. I passed my PPL with him. Wow. Who's that then? It's not Zane Dunning, is it? Finny 90, lots of planes in the hold. Of course, they would have been given that information sometime prior to reaching UK airspace. J Bond, tracking on the 380 was superb. Thanks, J Bond. Paul Skilling. You're improving each day. Thanks, Paul. Mr. Merchandise. Okay, let me see what my my shot is, because obviously I've got that pole there, but it should be okay. We should be able to get pretty long range, hopefully. Thank you, Dina, Australia. I'm guessing that's Dina Oz, is it? Thanks, or is it Deanna? Jamesy, good afternoon. Not been on for a while. Jamesy, I think, yeah, the DHL jet has indeed been scrapped. Oh, blimey, who's this? Hello? Sorry, mate. Might be a bit. Might get to see some quite long landings. It's quite a stiff old breeze, isn't it? Savings pit stop. First time I've been on, able to comment. Good to see you, mate. Thank you very much, Savings pit stop. Appreciate that. Aaron Thomas BA380 in 15 minutes. Sorry, it's just me making a move. Bust a move. Okay, here's the first one. See if I can grab it. Looks like a 777. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do quickly. Pop that one on there. A little bit of rudder movement. Of course, that's not SOP. Of course, the crazy, isn't it, that the 777-9's ultimate brake test was at 190 knots, where the brakes reached somewhere in the region of 2,500 degrees. Insane. This is a 350, I think. RTO at 190 knots, man. Insane. Carried out at the Mojave, is it? Or where was it? It was at Edwards Air Force Base, I think. Watch this. This should be dead flat. All mains. Bosh! Easy, son. Is that you, Scotty? Got that one down. Oh look, shower curtains off. What's that game? What's that game? That one there. Connect 4, not Connect 4. yeah. Royal Jordanian. Slow speeds being used as well. Good to see the LATAM jet in it. Twister, that's the name of the game I'm thinking. It'd then have to be circles, wouldn't it? Great load of people standing on it. A380, 15 minutes, Aaron Thomas. Aidan Campbell indicating the Singapore Slinger at 3:30. Strong long-haul arrival catch, clean 2-7 operations. Good one to keep on final. There he goes, he knows what he's talking about now, doesn't he, eh? Old Aaron Thomas. Another Dreamliner. The aircraft sinks onto its mains. Once the wheels have touched the ground, the weight on wheels sensors activate, ground spoilers go up. Alarno. Claire Julland. Small jetters on fire. Watch the way it sinks. The oleo takes all the weight. There we go. Etihad, what's that? Hello? Etihad confirming that their 380 service has been more or less scrapped, hasn't it? The aircraft will probably be parted out, I would imagine. Get quite a lot of money for those parts. Probably go to Emirates, I'd imagine. Aurora Borealis. What a load of old Borealis. Professor Skisson's in the house. Good afternoon, Professor. Is that Jelly with us? Is that fella with you? Nice to see their old 330 earlier on making a racket. They've We've got the carbon jet in town. You've got to be pretty proud of that, haven't you, as an operator? Oh yeah, we've got them. Indeed, there we go. Cucumber LA161 mentioning about the DHL A300 was taken to Spain to be parted out. Flown there as well, I think. Under 10,000 feet, wasn't it? Or something like that. Apologies if I miss anyone's comments, by the way. I do try to see as many as I can, folks. Mark Lofthouse obviously talking about the 777-9 brake test, or brake testing in general. Yeah, they have they're very sophisticated systems to allow the air to escape in a controlled way. It's going to be pretty happy with that one, aren't they? Hey? Nice. Beautifully executed landing. Perfect on the flare as well. Blimey, slow down, son. You know. You'll have the old bill after you in a minute. Excuse me, sir. You mind stepping away from the aeroplane, please? Your license and insurance, sir. Is this your aeroplane? Andrew Owen. Just completed his training. Now a second officer with British Airways on the 320. Congratulations, mate. What a great feeling. Good for you. Well done, Andrew. He might well stick with the short haul stuff. Whether he's going to move on to the 350. Easy transition, from what I hear. Kinetic energy that was created by the brakes on that 777-9. All carbon, don't forget. Yeah, all on brakes, no No spoilers and no reversers either, believe it or not. Tyre blowout is a thing of the past, isn't it, really? Jess White is an upper class member returning. Jess, thank you. That's very kind of you. Lovely to see you back. Where have you been? What's up? Yeah, here we go. Well, the slinger should be here. It's imminent, isn't it? Or I think this might be it. This is BA, is it? Okay. Okay, we have got some long shots of the stack, I think, possibly. Yeah, nailed it. Don't often get that from BA. Number 2 and 3 engine. One in, one out. I'll be happy to see that, won't they? Make sure you get that big old lump off the bleeding runway, mate. She's still slightly on. Runway clear. Clear to land. They do sometimes get landing clearance like very late on in the approach. Sink. Yeah. how much in terms of reverser power the Singapore jet will use. Don't forget they've got so many braking wheels. I think it's 18 braking wheels on the 380. So you multiply that by about 5. That's how many disc systems on each wheel are operating. Able to withstand huge temperatures, of course. Got to say that these jetliners, one of the most impressive systems that you use is actually the brake system. Works primarily the same way as a standard car brake disc, with a huge, great circular caliper system with actuators, pistons. Probably about, I think, somewhere in the region of 10 pistons on each wheel set, with somewhere in the region of anything from 4 to 6 discs on each wheel. That goes for these little fellas as well. China jets. Is it? No, Saudi. It's like someone's gone mad with a marker pen on it. Highlighter pen, sorry, not a marker. Unmistakable wide gate of a 350 in it. Look how wide apart those engines are, and how wide the gate is on the undercarriage mains. I'm guessing this might be Cathay. Behind it, there's another 380. Heathcliff, it's me, a Cathay of come on. I think it is, isn't it? Good guess, mate. Yeah, flat, nice, beautifully done. Full 10 out of 10 for that, mate. I'm holding up my 10 board, mate. Beautifully done, man. Is this SQ? Oh, it's Emirates, is it? Now, you know, this thing's going to make a right old racket. Now watch all the weight get transferred onto the mains. I think the struts are mainly gas and oil filled, possibly. As soon as she lands, watch it just sink onto the wheels. Watch the struts. Yeah, there it is. Go on, son. Fantastic landing, gotta be honest. We've seen some proper bouncers, haven't we? That one. And so, got that one nailed. Trailing a bit of wake turbulence, I would have thought, as well. With that strong westerly. Wouldn't imagine it would disperse that quick. Looks like KLM. Or actually could be ITA. That's ITA, isn't it? Yeah, totally. Yeah. What's the TRT? Yeah, look how sexy that jet is, man. I don't know if they were Italian designers or what, but either way, it's just got a great look about it, hasn't it? She'll taxi up here and park up along there somewhere, I'd imagine. Bailco. No, that's a new fire training unit. Obviously manufactured in steel. The Green Goddess, as we used to call her, has been disposed of quite some months ago. The 350s and 339s look fantastic in that livery. The white engine cowls, I love that. Little splash of the tail. Quite a busy design. Yeah, John Grinham, Alitalia livery, always a classic. Used to see them quite a lot when we started the show. Back in the olden days. There's another observational thing that you can see with the Dreamliner, for example, in terms of the once all the lift is lost over the wing, watch the wing deflex. Still flexed up even at these speeds. You can watch the wing. See the left hand side. There we go. There it goes. Couldn't break that thing during tests. got the slinger in sight. Yeah. Should have bought the cocoons, mate. No, I didn't know. No, doesn't work properly. Do what? Okay, here she comes. Here she comes. Might see a little bit of rudder action. Full manual landing. Autopilot is off. Bloop, 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 bloop. She'll come all the way up here. And probably park right next to that MD-11. I know. This looks like jowl. How that accident at it was Haneda, wasn't it? Whole hull just burnt. Fantastic work by the crew and, to be honest with you, the passengers in evacuating that aircraft so effectively. But wow, just seeing that thing sitting off the runway burning just was a terrible thing to see, of course, but cabin crew did an absolutely fantastic job. Hope they got big bonuses for that, you know. nice actually. Is it? So another 40 minutes then, yeah? And we've got Handful the Jumbo there, haven't we? I think, haven't we? Yeah. First operator of the 380 into London Heathrow, of course. Singapore Airlines. All of their fleet powered by the Rolls-Royce power plant. See how they look quite pitched, those engines? Apparently they are. This wing could do with easing up a bit. Flipping heck. Forgive me folks, just eating at the moment. Fabio on the which 777? Did you say 777? LATAM 777. Nice. We've got the captain of the LATAM 777 on the chat, folks. Pilot, one of the pilots on the LATAM 777. Well, can I just congratulate you on a fantastic touchdown, sir. Look at all the people on the bus. Whee! Nice livery on that bus. Ducati-esque. $5.36 for the jumbo. As well. Yeah. Pass it up too quick. Aegean. Don't be embarrassed, mate. We know you've got an odd radome. Look at it. Old livery. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So that was a Fabio Laporta, who was the pilot on the LATAM 777. Yeah, nice video and nice landing, I have to say. Was it you who executed the landing, Fabio? Or Fabio, should I say? Is it Fabio? Am I pronouncing that correctly? the all Nippon jet. That would look good on the tail, wouldn't it? of these days we're going to see that in operation, aren't we? Bob Fleming here. Piece of architecture, that winglet, isn't it? What's the latest TTA on that 747 GP? Hour and 24 minutes away. Oh. Brian Stewart saying, because traditional monocular vision has a narrower effective visual field, many players prefer head tracking hardware. Like, what's this? Brian Stewart saying traditional monocular vision a narrower effective visual field. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, I did have the eye tracker and I didn't get on with it at all. That's long. What's that now? Sam Nicholson. What engines are on the A350? On the A350, Sam, they all run the XWB, the Trent XWB engine, exclusively manufactured by Rolls-Royce for the A350. All A350s run the same engine, even the 900 and the 1000, slightly different thrust setting, obviously. EGPX is due to fly on a KLM E2 tomorrow. Oh well, I guarantee you'll have a good flight, both from the perspective of the cabin crew, the whole experience can be a little bit long in the tooth at Schiphol, getting through passport control and all that. Yeah, but other than that, if you're in a window seat, just check out how big the windows are. Yeah, in terms of the sim, I am trying my hardest to get back into it. As you know, I was on the A320 CEO when we originally started out, and then attempted to move up to the A321neo. Now, in terms of starting that aircraft up from a cold and dark status, it's far more complex than the A3, the aircraft, the original aircraft that I was flying. There's a lot more to do in terms of setting it up. Programming it. Oh, look at that. Yeah. CFM 56 powered 320 with Air France. So that's got to be one of their last remaining 320s in it, or am I completely wrong there? Certainly. So yeah, in case in terms of muscle memory and all that kind of thing, with regards to flying the aircraft and programming it, it is indeed a lot less complex with the CEO. I think the XWB is one of the most efficient wide-body engines on the market at the moment. Certainly one of the most powerful. Around about 90,000 pounds of thrust each engine delivering at max if it wants it. Can you hear me, Jerry? Deck corner, wanting a shout out for the sister-in-law and niece. I'm recording the light out. I'm recording the light out. So Jenny, my pods have died.
Sure. I went to the toilet and cut off.
What?
I went into the toilet and it cut off.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you should pod them now?
Yeah, I think it's the battery's dead. You what? Yeah. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. he graced us with his or her presence. I missed that. Where did she go? Left to right or right to left? I've got Hodgie, $4.99 super chat. Thanks, mate. Repeat that, Jerry, please. Sorry, mate. I didn't catch it. Mind that flare. That's what happened to me the other day when I did try a landing. I got a bit of a float on because my approach speed was a bit too much. And when I went for the flare, she sort of like floated. Yeah, Trent 900's not that far behind the XWB, is it? In terms of its power delivery or available power. Oh, is he? We got PIA on finals. Is this it here? Relax. I think that's just about me done, folks. No. Railway and aviation guy. Dad is going on his first 50 flight to Lyon. The railway and aviation guy. Oh, cool! Congratulations. Is that Andy Peebles? Is it? Is that his son? Oh, does it? We'll stand by then, GP. Well, how about we invite everybody to a test flight with me? Eh? Sorry, mate. I was just saying, why don't we invite everybody on a test flight with me and see how we get on. Might have to call Dean in though. Dean on standby, yeah. Do a check ride with Dean. Simon, Oregon. Is that Simon in Oregon or Simon, Oregon? Fanatic, Boeing 747, Fanatic official. Saying cool. Okay. A lovely profile, that Dreamliner. Busy flying UK, not the finest of pushbacks. Is he referring to that Dreamliner by any chance? Oh. Is it? Right, folks. We're gonna knock it on the head. Can I just say, Steph Bird, thank you, £20 super chat. Post-show coffee drink fund for you both, Jerry. You're sounding more like your old pre-stroke self, and filming close-ups have been superb. Great to see you doing so well. Thanks, Steph Bird. Really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thank you to everybody who's gifted today. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Retro. Thanks for all your super chats, and thank you. Don't feel obliged or anything, folks, because we really appreciate your support of the channel for all these years. You have been fantastic people. You are wonderful people. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to pack everything down now. You look after yourselves. And we will see you on Wednesday. Where or at what time? I've got no idea. We'll have to see how things go in terms of wind direction, etc. But other than that, look like bleeding that bear, don't I? What's his name? What's going on? We've got me speed brakes up, haven't I? I've got me speed brakes. Right, you look after yourselves. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Heathrow, on being 80 years. 80 years. Good for you. Thanks everybody. Thanks for being on the chat. Really appreciate your company, and we'll see you. Thanks, Jilly. Say goodbye, Jilly. Take care, guys. See you later. Look after yourselves. Be good. Be young, be foolish, and be happy. See you later. Cheers. Okay, you going to shut it down, GP? Running titles.